Hello. Hello, viewers. Hello. So happy to be here because this is another Friday. We get to chat, we get to talk. So, my name is BC, and I'm very happy to be here today to talk to you about your frequently asked questions. So, I'm going to be talking to you about the questions you asked over time, some of your questions. And so, if you have more questions that I haven't featured or some questions you would also like to ask, please pop your question within the comment section below. If I'm not able to deal with your question within this 30 minutes broadcast, I'll do my best to pop back into the comment section to respond to your question. Or you can just email us at info@JOY&JOE. The email is right there, or bc@joyandjoe.co.uk. So, have you invited your friends, your friends who have children? They might be able to learn a thing or two. I think they will, definitely, because our Friday baby wearing TV has been fun and exciting so far. Also let me know where you're watching from. I am from St. Helens. I'm talking to you from St. Helens. I really want to know the reach, to know how widely we're watched. So if you're watching these in a replay, please leave a comment and let me know where you're watching us from. And also, kindly also let me know if you have any questions. So we are going to go straight into the first question because I'm hoping that we're going to be here for around about 30 minutes. So the first question is, I noticed that the logo on the bamboo wrap slightly differs to that of the cotton wrap. I have an example of a cotton wrap here. So why is that? This is an example of the cotton wrap. You see the logo. So I think I'm going to show you so you can easily see the difference. So it's technically the same, but then I know that some of you are observant. So the person who sent the question, very observant and notice a bit of a difference, even though they are quite similar. So the logo on the bamboo wrap, the font, the style of the font is slightly different, and the style of the font on the cotton wrap is slightly different. So what's happened is, for those who have known Joy and Joe for over 10 years, our initial logo has always featured two kids, okay, Joy and Joseph, but these are my children. But the initial logo we had wasn't even this on that. So let me know if you've known us from way back. Do you know what our first logo used to look like? Our very first logo had two children crawling. Those two children were crawling towards the text Joy and Joe. So that was our ever first logo. As with many brands, as with some brands, over time, you're looking to rebranding or improving, mainly to improve your brand. And when we were designing our stretchy wraps, we then decided that we wanted to, I think it was prior to that, it was when we were submitting our trademark application. So we had to change our logo, basically improve our logo. So rather than have two crawling babies, so we decided to just mainly just have like a symbol of two happy giggling babies, which really represents what our kids do, right? When they're cuddled or when they're carried, they're usually very happy. And my two children, Joy and Joseph, they literally like this. They giggle quite a lot. But anyway, this right here is a second logo, and this is a current logo. So actually, what you have right there, I should be pointing right there, here. Yeah, here. I'm trying to point. Go up, go up, go up, go up. So what you have here, that is our current logo. That is our current logo. But what you still find is that because some of our stretchy wraps and some of our cotton wraps already have our old logo, and they're quite similar, to be honest. So you will still find that the font on the cotton wrap and still differs to that of the, so this is the latest logo. So all, because our bamboo is our latest stretchy wrap, because our original stretchy wraps were always cotton. So the fact that our bamboo is younger, in age compared to our cotton wraps, what you then find is that our bamboo wraps, they feature our latest logo. So the person who messaged me was worried as to the slight differences in the logo, and she was worried as to whether the wraps that had the old logo were fake or something. She was worried, and it's nice that she's observant. But I'm going to do another video where I'm going to show you some key features of a JOY&JOE wrap. Even though so far we've only had one incident of someone trying to clone our wraps, someone trying to copy our wraps. We are closely monitoring that. The person has been warned. We've had an apology. But so far, there is no fake JOY&JOE on the market, such that whether you receive this as a one-way stretch wrap or you receive this as a two-way bamboo, it's all JOY&JOE from us. So don't worry about the two faces looking. This is turquoise and this is blue and that's red. So yeah, just slight difference. So as that answered the question, let me know if you want me to explain further. Okay, let me welcome the viewers, to those of you who are joining us. Hello, Mayor. Daddy JOY&JOE, thank you so much for looking after JOY&JOE while I'm live right now. Thank you, Daddy. Okay, so hi, Gemma. Hello, thank you so much for joining. Hello, Jenny. Hello, Jenny. Thank you so much for taking the time out to join this live broadcast. I hope you're well. I've emailed and not had a response. I wonder if you've had photos available from the shooting. Done. I will respond to your email straight away. I'm sure that you're very aware that the pandemic. So we are homeschooling, home sleeping. We're also home sleeping as well, not just homeschooling. Actually, we actually even rarely homeschool, just once in a while, anytime we have energy. So as a result of that, work isn't really full-time, Jenny. We're just trying to squeeze in time. As you can see, normally we broadcast from the shop, or we're home because we're in isolation. So yes, Jenny, I'll definitely respond to your message. Okay, can you let me know which of our emails did you email info? Because we had a problem with our admin. I think our admin was receiving a lot of emails and then it crashed. So because we have 3 emails, actually 4. There's Megan at JOY&JOE, there's info at JOY&JOE, there's admin, and there's BC. So you can email any of them. Okay, so let's go to the next question. But I'm really happy to have you here, Jenny. Thank you, and Gemma. When are you launching a more eco-friendly packaging? Thank you. That is another good question. So I will let you know, good news, that we are hoping to launch a more eco-friendly. The reason why this is really important to us as well is that over the years, we've, because I am a trained environmental scientist, okay, that's my actual training, educational training. And I know the importance of looking at our environment and ensuring that if our packaging ends up, in the environment, that it doesn't harm any organisms or living creatures. So that's really, really important to us. So as a result of that, all the dyes that we use in our packaging, they're all eco-friendly dyes. And also, our packaging is also reusable as well. Some of you will have noticed that some of the packaging you've actually received are packaging that we've actually reused. And it's really important to note as well that our postal bags, they are actually postal bags. So when you receive them, you shouldn't throw them away, because that's why it has a double strip adhesive. You can actually reuse them over and over and over again. That's really important, because sustainability as well is when you reuse and just don't throw away. However, we are also, despite all these actions we're taking, we're also looking to further improve our packaging to make, even though we want our products to be well protected, because the packaging is not just for aesthetic reasons alone. The packaging is there to also protect the sling. Because remember that this is a textile product, and less is more. So in the past, I have tried to use lesser packaging, and what we've had is we've had some courier, and once the product leaves our shop, it's very hard for us to have control over who handles it. And basically, water was able to get into the packaging. So not trying to make an excuse for over wrapping your package of your slings. We want your slings to get to you safe and clean, okay? And however, so it's more of creating that balance. However, we already have quotations from eco-friendly packaging manufacturers, and we're really working on it. The current packaging we have, as soon as we use them up, we will then start to roll out our new eco-friendly. The new eco-friendly packaging is made from cornstarch, so it's biodegradable. So it's a lot more biodegradable compared to our current packaging. So yes, just to let you know that we are working on that. And thank you so much for the question. Question 3, I'd love to be a JOY&JOE brand ambassador. When is the next application process starting? Thank you so much for the interest. We really appreciate the support as well. So you must have noticed that our current ambassadors are still currently on. So because we still have, this is 2020, so our ambassadors are still, I'm just trying to say that I don't want it to sound like we don't need ambassadors right now, because we always need every support possible. But our current ambassadors are still brand ambassadors. So it's really towards the end of the year. I know that the current ambassadors, their ambassadorial roles will be over way before the end of the year, but that will give us time to advertise. And so the best way to ensure that you're likely to stand a chance to become our brand ambassador is to engage with us. That way, you're likely to see our announcements when we make them. We'll likely announce it in our closed group, JOY&JOE, babywearing facility. I'll post the name to the group at the end, or newsletters, or Instagram, or Facebook, all these platforms. So it's going to be hard for us to individually message you. Okay, so we've had a lot of requests, and I don't want us to miss out on actually having fantastic brand ambassadors. So yes, if you're dispassionate, please engage with us so that when it's time for us to choose new ambassadors, you'll be there. All right. Thank you. And I'm really looking forward to working with you. I'm new to baby wearing, but I don't know which sling is suitable for me. So I wish that I could just say, that's suitable for you, or the ring sling is suitable for you. Well, actually, that question is a very multifaceted question, if you know what I mean, in the sense that there is no one size fits all to this question. And there are lots of factors that can actually affect or determine what sling is suitable for you. It can be your preference in terms of what you like. Some people like I won't say not everybody likes comfort, but the thing is, wraps are the most comfortable. So some people really, really do want to have a sling that is super comfortable for them. And some people don't mind having something like ring slings that are not as comfortable as wraps because they're one shoulder support. So you do need to think about that. Some people just want quick and easy. That's such a structured carrier. We're yet to release our structured carrier, but you can definitely visit your sling librarians to have a look. The market is vast. There's so many options. So be careful if someone tells you that's it, that's what's right for you. We definitely will, as a brand, as a business, we will definitely recommend our products because we know how much effort and work we put in and love we've poured into our brand. However, even within the JOY&JOE family of products, there's so many options. You've got stretcher wraps, we've got ring slings, we've got linen, and we've got cotton ring slings, and within woven wraps, so you can then break it down. We've got tri-blends, we've got 100% cotton, we've got cords. there's so many options. On the stretchy wrap, you have patterns or plain. We're hoping to release a rainbow pattern soon. Don't say I told you. That's going to happen soon. So you need to watch the space. And then we also have one way, which is our interlock cotton. That's the cotton, organic cotton. And then we have the bamboo. So there are options. But like I said, you need to look at your needs. Okay, what do I want on a baby carrier? Do I want something that's quick and easy to use? Do I want something that is super comfortable? Do I want to practice skin to skin? And then the stretchy wraps are perfect. Do I want something that is affordable? Stretchy wraps are great as beginner wraps in that sense. But our ring slings, we're also having a promotion right now. They're also fantastic. You might also consider your family circumstance as well. If your child has special needs, you might want to look at a carrier that is a lot more supportive, a soft structured carrier or a made-eye. There's so many options, even some slings that we don't even manufacture currently in JOY&JOE. You can get these, visit your sling librarians to have a play. I think it would be possible for all sling librarians to have every single sling or every single brand in the whole world. So this is the reason why it's surely going to be a couple of slings. But just look at your circumstances, also your body size as well. Like with wraps, is usually one size fits most or all. You and your partner can share. So yes, there's so many things to consider. But the thing is, with JOY&JOE, you know where we are. You know that we're here to support you, whatever you choose. We're here. We're just a click away. You can email us. You can pop over to our closed group, and our ambassadors will be there to support you. Our admin assistants will be there to support you, Megan. Yeah. Instagram as well. You can DM us. There's so many avenues. Your interaction with us doesn't end from just buying the product. And we have a good interaction with our customers even after you bought a product, because we want to be there for you if you have questions, you're confused about anything. I hope that answers your question. I wish that JOY&JOE Limited, my throat is nearly dry. Okay, so I wish that JOY&JOE Limited has a service where woven wraps will pull with pulls. Sorry, I must have typed that while I was exhausted yesterday night. Okay, with pulls can be repaired. So someone asked this question in our within our online community. Somebody asked this question. I thought others might be able to learn something from this particular question. So, I know some of you who are watching might be unfamiliar with woven wraps. So I have an example here. Okay, this is a suit, but obviously you might get the idea. But this one is a wrap that has no pull. Okay, so I was going to show you what a pull looks like. This is not a pull, but basically, a lot of based on the texture of your woven wrap. Your woven wrap might be the type that is super floppy, or the yarns are not tightly packed. As a result of that, if you run your fingers through, or even accidentally, not deliberately, they will pull. So in that case, it is important to look after your wrap. And one of the discussions we're hoping to have is how to look after your woven wraps. Okay, that's going to come soon, maybe next week. Although we have quite a lot of topics lined up to talk about in the future. But this particular service is something that we've had a lot of requests about. And I can reassure you that we are thinking about it. We have to think about the logistics, because you'll be posting your wrap to us. We have to look at the duration of we have to look at how long your wrap will stay with us. How free our tailors, because our tailors are busy, they are very, very busy. So we have to look at that. I wouldn't want you to send your wrap to us and maybe after a week or two, you're expecting it back. We have to have a realistic plan in place as to how quickly. And the thing is, the severity of the pulls would differ, based on usage and all the sort of things of the wrap itself. So let's have a good think, but know that we are thinking about it and we will announce. That's the reason why you need to watch the space. We'll make the announcement as soon as that service is ready. 6. Okay, that's a repetition, I think, of the previous question. When are we going to have a woven wrap release? Good question. Okay, now I don't know if some of you have been following our updates, but you notice that for the most of last year, we were relocating from our previous shop to our current shop. So as a result of that, you can imagine moving house. You know, it's like moving house or moving shop. So there was a bit of disruption in terms of our weaving because obviously we had to move, we had to renovate, and we did a lot of the renovation ourselves. For those of you who are following us, you can check our JOY&JOE Baby shop page, pictures of the renovation. So there was no chance for us to weave during that period of time, which wasn't a problem because we still have some products in the shop, some woven wraps in the you know, within our shop that you can buy whether face to face in our shop or online. So currently we are hoping that as soon as the pandemic is over, all those exciting JOY&JOE balls that you used to enjoy, where I go to the weaving house, myself and Mayo, and then you can watch the weaving live. You can still watch some of the past ones on YouTube, but I'm hoping to bring all that back with time. But the good thing is that we still have a few, maybe 1 or 2 left from previous releases in many collections. Honeycomb wrap, I thought it was here. I was going to show you the honeycomb wrap. We have probably 5 or 6 left. So these wraps are woven wraps that we never, very rarely reweave the exact colorways or blends when they're sold out. So you still have a chance to bag these fantastic baggings before they're completely gone. Yes, so as a brand, you should know very well that our woven wraps are not mass produced. So we really just don't want to weave wraps just for the fun of weaving. We want to weave it based on demand. So let's sell off some of these slings we have. Let's create more space, and then we can then carefully plan the next design. Okay, our weavers are waiting. We're waiting. My hands are really, eager and ready to sketch and all that. We'll get there. Okay, we will bring all that back pretty soon. Okay, and when are we going to have? Why are the questions repeated? That is a repeat of the previous one, so I have taken that out. Okay, so it looks like this question is a repetition of the previous question. So I've already answered it. So I'm going to check before I go into the announcement, which I'm rounding up, which is great. It's also what's mentioning that I'm actually live on YouTube as well. Thanks to this new streaming platform, I'm able to broadcast to you on Facebook Live, and I'm also broadcasting live to YouTube. So I'm sorry, our YouTube subscribers who are watching and I haven't acknowledged you. I think this is the first broadcast. This is the first or second, yes, that as a brand that we are broadcasting live to YouTube. It will take a while to get used to this new platform and all the technical bits. So yes, obviously if you leave a comment and then we can properly welcome you by name. All right. Jenny, hi Jenny. Jenny said, I love the box and bag my wraps came in, super useful. That is so encouraging, Jenny. Thank you so much for the feedback, and thank you so much for watching. Let's go back to the last. Okay, so we are rounding up now. Are you a part of our closed group? Because I promised that at the end, we are at the end now, I was going to just remind you about the name of the group. So if you type JOY&JOE, BABYWEARER, FSOT, and chatter, because what we do there is to talk as well, to interact. It's not just selling your pre-loved sounds friendlier, okay? And those are precious woven wraps and stretchy wraps that have carried your precious children to not use, pre-loved slings. So that's not the only thing that we do in that group. We also talk and interact with each other as well. And you all know me that I do love to talk to you. But we also have another group, BabyWearing Hub, which is similar to this particular group, but the only difference is that there is no buy and sell there in terms of buy and sell of pre-loved. It's mainly Joy and Joe being able to communicate with you. All right. The other thing I was going to ask you is, are you attending the virtual baby show? It's tomorrow. And this fantastic online baby show has been organized by a brand, Sleepy Nico. That almost escaped my memory. Sleepy Nico, this lovely brand, has organized this carry-on, which is quite fantastic because it's a great adaptation to the current situation. I can see the time. Well, why am I pointing over there? I can see the time. So rounding up now. So yeah, Sleepy Nicole is organizing this show. So to be a part of the show, you need to search on Facebook for this closed group called Carry Online. They might not approve straight away because the show starts tomorrow. We are exhibiting there. So pop over. It's not just us. There's so many other baby wearing brands that will be there. Some of your consultants will be there as well. There are live videos that have been scheduled to happen as well. It's great. It's a chance for you to to enjoy a baby wearing show from the comfort of your sofa. So I'm hoping to see you there. Okay, so pop over to the Joy and Joe stand, virtual stand, to say hi. Okay, so that I don't feel lonely tomorrow. All right. Second to the last, don't leave, please. Do you receive our email newsletters? What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a link, or I can ask Megan to help to do it if she's not closed. A link to our email newsletters in the comment section so that you can sign up to our newsletters. It's a fantastic way for us to be able to reach you. And because we know very well that Facebook reach has dwindled over the years, Facebook the way the algorithms work, honestly, I can never get it around my head. So Facebook will not show our post to every single person. It's only people who interact with our post that Facebook will show. And there's so many other reasons, things that happen on Facebook, the way Facebook works these days. So I think we can easily contact you. If you sign up to our newsletters, when we have announcements, we can easily send it straight to your inbox. And we promise, as always, that we never spam. We never do. It's probably been 4 weeks since we sent, even more than we sent our last newsletter. We only do that when we feel like we have something we need to share with you. All right. So thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. I am really, really happy that I've been able to talk to you today, another Friday, and I'll see you next week, Friday. I haven't decided on what I'm going to talk about. I think I might be fixing a pool live because one of our ambassadors, Carissa, asked about the pools. If I'm able to get a needle and a crochet pin, like anything, what I need, if I'm able to get that if I'm able to find a wrap that has a pool, and I might be able to work on that. Or I can talk about how to care for your woven wraps. I don't want to talk about woven wraps alone, stretchy wraps, but you just suggest, what should we talk about next week? Or watch this space. I'll catch you next week. Thankfully, we're about 30 minutes right on the dot. And I shall see you some other time. Bye, bye, bye.